What's going on, Capricorn? And thank you guys so much for tuning in. All right, guys, so this is going to be your October love reading. Let's jump into it. Let's see what's going on. Now, this will be intended for the person that comes to mind, okay, when you click on this love reading. All right, if you guys don't have any sort of prospects or anything like that, I will be doing separate advice at the end, okay? So after the general advice at the end, I will have some advice for singles, couples, those in a gray area, and those who date the same sex, okay? All right, so what is the energy around Capricorn right now? And this will be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, okay? What is the energy around Capricorn? October 2020 for love. Okay. So far we have the Knight of Wands, the Death card. Okay. So we have the Knight of Wands, the Death card. The Moon card in the reverse, Three of Cups in the reverse, Nine of Coins in the reverse. Alright. So let's start with the energy here, guys. Energy is the Ten of Cups in the reverse. That's either, when we're unhappy with the situation, how it's going, or there's just a home that isn't happy. There can be a group of people, it's like kind of playing house, but things aren't going so well. Okay? But it's like there's something that is stuck on your mind. But you're realizing that there's something you might have to stop going towards. I see a big change in the dynamic of love for you guys. Okay, for some maybe it was revealed, or maybe it's being revealed that there's third-party situations going on. Okay, but with the Knight of Coins in the reverse, I feel like it's you guys who are choosing not to go towards something, and a situation changing a lot. Maybe this has to do with the Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, or something that was just like really, really lustful. Okay, let's pull some clarifiers here. Eight of Swords in the reverse, Three of Wands in the reverse, and we have the Empress card. Okay, there's definitely a situation where it's like deep down inside you knew better. So there's a fallout of some sort. For a lot of you, even if there's a fallout happening, I see a new beginning that can be right around the corner. Okay, whether it's with someone new or just a new life. Okay, starting over. But something is seen again for what it is, so you choose not to expand. All right, so now we're going to do the breakdown of both sides. I have one deck for you guys. We'll see how you view this relationship, this side of things, and we'll see how they're viewing you. Okay, so let's get at least 6 cards here. Capricorn, how are you viewing this person? Okay. All right, and let's get 3 sides here, or 6 cards rather for their side. Now the first deck I was using, guys, is Tarot of the Divine. This deck here is Modern Witch Tarot. Okay, so how are they viewing you guys? Let's get at least 3 more cards here. Okay. All right, guys. So let's start with your energy towards them. The Star card in the reverse. Okay. So you're definitely losing faith in this connection. You feel at a point where it's like, you know what, this would be blocking me. This isn't what's meant for me. And maybe there's someone else you're stuck on, or maybe you're stuck on the past that, hey, you've broken my heart. Okay. But someone's stuck on something that it does not feel reliable, whether it's you being unreliable or you seeing them as unreliable. Okay, and keep in mind, guys, that for both both of these sides, it could be reversed. So although this is supposed to be for Capricorn, this could be your side, okay? By what I'm seeing, Capricorn, I feel that it could be you guys who have more than one option. There could be things from the past popping back in. Because with this energy here, I feel like you have more than one way to win in love. Okay, just being completely honest. So maybe you weren't being so serious with how you spoke to this person, or maybe it's like more of a flirty vibe from you. Okay, keep in mind this could be vice versa. But I see someone who is very social, someone who is definitely able to just connect with a lot of people. So I feel like you have your choice. And maybe there could be pride involved in this, but I feel like you have your choice between at least two people. Okay. This, again, could be how you feel about them, though. So I see you not really having too much faith in this. Now, with how they're viewing you, their energy towards you, Temperance card, and then behind that we have the Six of Swords in the reverse, Ten of Cups in the reverse. So this person genuinely feels like they have a soul tie to you. When the Temperance card comes out with how a person feels about you, it's like, you know, this is a soulmate. So this person genuinely feels that you're a soulmate to them, and they feel like there's such a strong reason why, you know, you guys connected, but then it's like everything goes wrong. Okay, and they feel like they fiercely have to cut this out. So they might see you as a player. You know, somebody who has options, someone who's very beautiful, someone who's very out there, someone who, the King of Wands gets what they want. Okay, so they can see you as that, you know, person. And it's like, you know what? As strongly as I felt tied to this, it's time to take a new path. Or they can see you taking a whole new path. But the Star card came out for you guys, and the Star card in the reverse came out for them as well. Okay, so both of you losing that sense of hope in one another. Okay, let's see more about your side here. We have the Emperor in the reverse. Hanged Man in the reverse, and the Two of Cups. Okay, so you could have definitely felt a very strong connection here as well, but there's something about this that makes it feel forced. It doesn't feel like it comes naturally to you at this time. Okay, or it's like, even though you felt strongly, deep down you knew this wasn't for you. So you guys have the Temperance card in the reverse towards them. They have the Temperance card upright towards you. So whether it was you guys towards them or them towards you, somebody was definitely in this deeper than the other. And I feel like maybe in the beginning it might have been seen as something where both parties look at it equally, but with time one of the parties is like, you know what, there's a reason why I felt so great about you, but as I get to know you more, or as we go through this more, it's just like, I know that this isn't for me. So it's like unpeeling an onion layer by layer and really seeing what's at the bottom of that. Let's get 3 more cards for them. That Temperance card came out again. All right. The Emperor in the reverse, Justice card in the reverse, Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. There's so much fire energy around this. And not that fire energy is bad when it comes to love, but in this case with all these unjustice card, or Justice in the reverse rather, and Emperor in the reverse, this is very like manipulative energy. This is people that can't be trusted, people that wear masks. So I really feel like someone feels wronged. Okay, and in most cases it could be the Capricorn that did the wrongdoing. All right, and I'm saying this completely non-judgmental, guys. I've been on both sides of the spectrum. All right, so I am not gonna throw stones in a glass hole. All right, guys, so we're gonna do general advice for everyone first. So this is gonna apply to all of you guys, advice for October, and then we'll do the individualized one at the end. Okay, so guys, if this is resonating with you so far, there is a link below in the description to donate. Thank you so much to those that choose to. It definitely helps me so much to keep the channel running. Okay, and follow me on Instagram if you don't already, High Vibrations 44. I am also on Twitter, Bruja Shit. If you need the spelling of any of that, it's in the description below as well. Okay. So what is the general advice for all Capricorns? We have the Tower card, the Page of Coins reversed. And we have the Two of Swords in reverse. You're really worried about, or you're really anxious with something, or worried about something. Something that it's like, look, if I do this, I'm going to be unhappy here. So it's like you're really doing your best to let something go. And to be honest, for a lot of you, it's not going to be something that is like, okay, you know, I wish you well. Okay, I wish you well too. I see that a lot of, for a lot of people, it could be like a heated sort of conversation, or like a, you know, fuck you, you ain't shit. Like, I can definitely see that being the course of action for some people. But there's a big change here because you choose that, you know, to move away from something. There's something you don't want. And I feel like there's someone here who tried and tried to get something off the ground, but it just wasn't picking up in the way that they wanted it to. All right, we have the King of Swords. Someone being very cold towards another person. Okay, maybe Libra, Aquarius, Gemini for some of you. We have the Hanged Man. Okay, and the Sun card. So, Capricorn, what this is saying is, you know deep down what you have to do. All right? And maybe you're trying to turn a blind eye to it for a little bit. But in order for you to get peace in life, you have to take the path of least resistance. So if someone is giving you a lot of crap, I definitely see you distancing yourself. But someone is definitely getting cold in the situation, and I feel like something just changes drastically. But by taking that path of least resistance, where you're not fighting, you know, your true desires, and, you know, you're not, you know, settling with anything that's going to bring you pain or arguments every day. Once you take that path, a huge blessing comes in. Okay, but you have to choose which is the path that will leave me the most peaceful. Okay, all right, guys. All right, so let's get into the advice portion. Singles, let's start with you. What is the advice for my single Capricorns? We have the Page of Swords in the reverse. The Chariot in the reverse, Nine of Swords in the reverse. I think that in order to find peace, something is just going to be cut out, either drastically, but like, I feel like whatever's being cut out, it was inevitable that it was going to be cut out. Okay? You're really seeing something was a waste of time and effort, or someone may be seeing that in you. And I feel like someone was really being a player and painting the picture of something beautiful that wasn't. Some people could be, you know, trying to return to exes as well. We have the Eight of Swords. Let me just get this one card. The Two of Cups. And the Ace of Swords. So I see something really conflicting being cut off. Okay, something that may have seemed good, but like there's faith lost in this. But I do see a quick recovery from this if it's you guys who are feeling the pain of it. Okay. And I feel it being a very strong connection. But something is going to be cut out. And to be honest, for some of you, there could be harsh words thrown at the other. Because this is a very solid communicator, like a very honest communicator, rather. But when they're in the reverse, they're not communicating in the prettiest way, or they're not communicating at all. All right? Okay, so for those in the gray area, you're not necessarily single. You're not necessarily in a relationship. Maybe you're wondering if you should make it official with somebody. Or maybe you're in a fight. You haven't spoken to someone in a week or two. If you're in a gray area, what is the advice? We have the King of Cups. The Nine of Coins. And I'll show you guys this card. King of Cups. Nine of Coins. Judgment card upright. Okay. I see there's something that wouldn't be balanced. Either you'd be giving more to the situation, or somebody else would be giving more to the situation, especially if this has to do with the water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But if this does not have to do with the water sign, Spirit is saying you find peace by taking the solo path. All right, being self-sufficient, independent, and single. Queen of Swords in reverse. Justice card. Three of Swords in the reverse. I see this as a karmic situation, and I see that you're doing an injustice to yourself and staying in a situation. So either you guys are going to end up being cold towards someone, or they're going to end up being cold towards you. Okay? But this is self-sabotage to stay in this. That's what Spirit is saying. Whether it's self-sabotage more for them than it is for you, or more for you than it is, you know, them. But yeah, something needs to go here for sure. Something karmic needs to be dealt with. All right, so those Capricorns in a relationship, what is the advice for you this October? We have the Devil card. Okay. The Sun card in the reverse. Ace of Wands in the reverse. We'll get 3 more cards here. Page of Wands in the reverse. Two of Cups in the reverse. Or Two of Coins in the reverse, I'm sorry. And then we have the Queen of Wands here. And the Nine of Cups. So this is going to go 2 ways. Alright. We have the Ten of Swords as the energy here. So straight up for some of you, there definitely could have been a betrayal here. Someone is feeling uncomfortable with something in their soul. Something is causing a person to be sad. Okay. Either you are cutting out a very toxic behavior so that things can run smoothly, or this relationship is just toxic and it needs to go. But it's either the toxic behavior or the toxic person. And, you know, keep in mind, either you could be the toxic person, they could be the toxic person. But I feel like when a relationship is toxic, it always comes from both parties. Even if one of the parties had to learn how to become toxic, they eventually become a little toxic if they stay around. Okay? So I just see a lot of toxicity here. Okay? I see someone being happy if they're in a place where they can express themselves and they can be passionate about the world and they can run out and dance in the rain and, you know, just truly find the power and beauty within themselves. So if this relationship isn't allowing for you to do that, then why are you in it? Okay? So if it's not allowing you to do that, then do what you have to do to allow it. Either have that talk where it's just like, I want to see passion in the world again. Or tell them, you know, this isn't for me. But I see you guys being happier if you could be bold and expressive and just, you know, unapologetically you. So is that something that you're getting from this? For others, it could mean that you just kind of want to go out and flirt and not take love as seriously right now and maybe focus on your own thing. Okay? All right. So lastly, if you are Capricorn dating the same sex or attracted to the same sex, what is the advice? Let's see if these want to shuffle. We have the Justice card. King of Cups in the reverse. Queen of Wands in the reverse. Someone's going to be pissed off, okay? There's something that is karmic here. There's someone that can't be trusted here, okay? Some people are having a new start that comes to a halt right after. Others are coming to a halt with a situation and walking away from it to have a new start. But I feel like the worst that could have happened in a situation has happened, but something was definitely karmic. We have the Page of Wands. Queen of Coins in the reverse. Seven of Cups. Yeah, something sounded good, but it depleted the crap out of someone, whether it was you or someone else. So I see something that was strongly an illusion. Okay. And I feel like there's something good available to you, but it's just like, okay, which one do I do? But you eventually make that choice. It just changes things dramatically. But there's something you have to become independent from, move away from, just cut it off. So there's someone that's being dropped for sure. Okay? So do what needs to be done, because I see someone is playing games for sure. Okay, guys? All right, Capricorn. So I will be out with your mid-month reading next. If you guys need a personal reading, I have emergency readings on my website. I don't do the regular ones anymore. Okay, but if you need that, it comes out within 24 hours, excluding the weekends. I don't always work on the weekends, so just to play it safe, I do that. Okay? I love you guys so much. Take care, Capricorn.